I want to talk about what a toxic narcissistic relationship is. It's codependent. It requires a taker and a giver, a narcissist and a martyr, and it is a trauma bond. So you're bonding through trauma and you're playing out specific patterning with an individual. One kind of trauma bond is when one individual plays out the wounded inner child. It's usually the martyr becomes wounded and victimized, and the other individual plays out all the different aspects of the shadow. And it's in contraction, it's not expansive, it's not mature, it's not radiant, it's literally all below the line in negativity, or I use the word contraction. We can bond in all these dark, traumatic ways. There's deep codependence that happens there. If you're connecting through trauma bond, it's not real connection. It is a relationship, but it is a relationship that is founded in unconsciousness and usually in contractions. That is how the toxic narcissistic relationship looks for most individuals, because they meet below the line for the sake of a perceived connection, which is really not fulfilling. And we often unconsciously sacrifice true expansion for something that's comfortable, familiar, and habitual, even though it's not healthy. So you need to get really honest about what part you're playing in the game, in the bond, in the toxic relationship. And in some way, both individuals are egoically gaining something from that relationship. What was my ego gain from the experience as being a martyr? Why don't you want to be empowered? When the victim realizes that they're allowing the relationship to unfold the way it is because they're unwilling to own their own power, and that the power was always in their hands to change, they leave. They do not accept meeting below the line. As soon as that victimized person changes, the game is over. You want to look at why it's comfortable to be in that position. You want to look at what you're gaining from that. What responsibility don't you want to own in being accountable for your own empowered state? You've always had the power to leave, but you were unwilling to enact it. The victim always had more power than the perpetrator all the time. The perpetrator just projected that they had more power, and the victim bought in.